Today I want to talk more about what it is that you should be doing now that the disaster has hit and you are getting ready to start taking your debris to the edge of the roadway. It will help us immensely. It'll help your local governments immensely, the solid waste individuals, if you will separate your debris at the roadway. When you put it at the roadway, number one, don't put it in the road, put it at the road's edge. We need to be able to get up and down the roadways with emergency vehicles and other crews as we need to. So make sure you separate your interior debris removal. These are your sofas, your couches, the bedding, things of that nature. Put it in a pile. Put your muck and gut. So what do we talk about muck and gut? This is the mud that came in your home. This is the wet sheetrock, the wet carpet, the wet materials, all of those things that are wet that you're taking out of your home, you're cutting out of your home, you have a contractor cutting it out of your home, maybe you have a volunteer organization cutting that out of your home. We're going to want that in a separate pile. We want to make sure that all of your vegetation is in a pile. We want to separate white goods. White goods are your appliances. Make sure those are in a separate pile. And then the last pile that we talk about is your clean and sanitized household hazardous waste. If you've got cleaning materials or something like that that have become damaged, this includes paint cans, anything that has some type of hazardous situation to it, we're going to want that in a separate pile. So please make sure that that is all done. When you gut those flood structures, if you're doing it yourself, highly recommend that you go probably 6 to 12 inches above the watermark. Before you do that, take a picture of it. Make sure you take a picture of that internal watermark inside your home. Take a picture of it outside your home. But make sure you go above the line. Don't go right at the line, go above the line. You're going to want to dry out those studs. Make sure you clean those studs appropriately before you start sheetrocking back in. Again, clean and sanitize everything. I was talking to the Deputy Surgeon General, Dr. Ken Shepke. You don't want to be walking around in brackish water. There are, diseases and whatnot that can be in that particular water. You want to make sure that you clean and sanitize everything in your home, so please make sure you do that, and then reinstall and replace as needed. So we're going to talk more in the coming days about recovery things and recovery tips that you all can do better for yourself at the house and how to get that stuff accurately to the road's edge.